Hello everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play of Star Trek 25th Anniversary. While trying to aid in the defense of Quetzalcoatl to the Klingons, they put us on a test of life, but we found a interesting combination in the key card and the key reader to Klingon door, and it brought us to this place, which is definitely not Klingon. We put in 3 keys in. We put 3 gems into this placeholder and we activated something called an integrator. So let's see what's going on. Basically I need to walk into this thing. Remember correctly. Oh, I think we need to use it.
This is Bialbi, the most advanced life form on this world. Thank you for informing us of the situation. It shall be resolved.
Meaning they know what happened to everything that's going on. Oh, Flicked.
Admiral Vlicht, this is the defensive system of Rakur. You have engaged in genocidal activities on this world. Have you anything to say before your sentence is passed?
Kirk! This is your doing!
No, Admiral, it is not. But that will suffice as a final public statement. The sentence is banishment to you and all members of your crew who were involved in this action.
You have no right to try me!
I have as much right as you to conduct trials on this planet. You showed no justice to your victim. The penalty for injustice is death.
Kirk!
Hoist on your own petard, eh, Vlicht? Do you want me to help you? You tried to send me to my death. Now you can rot as you get what you deserve. If I have your word that Quetzalcoatl goes free, I'm willing to intervene to save you. Hoist on your own. If I have your word that Quetzalcoatl goes free, I'm willing to intervene to save you.
Agreed.
There's a way you could get him killed, but that gives you, of course, lower points.
A life for a life is a just bargain, but his crimes are beyond count.
I do not see what can be served by more killing.
Idealism, an advanced concept. Naive, perhaps, but charming in its simplicity. Admiral Vlicht, the entity Quetzalcoatl shall be set free. If you ever return to this sector, the sentence shall be carried out. No Klingon vessel may ever return to this world.
Very well. I agree to your terms.
As for you, Captain, you may return. I find your social development most pleasing.
I fear that politics will make it impossible. Your planet is in Klingon space, but I don't understand why the Klingons never detected you.
Their archaeological digs did come close, Captain, but I am very elusive. I waited and monitored the situation and chose to reveal myself to you. Now you may go. Heed my warning, Vlicht. I shall not be merciful a second time.
Klingon ship leaving the area.
We will be setting course for Digifal. It's the closest thing to a home that Quetzalcoatl has.
It would appear everything worked out for the best.
Except for the people of Rakur, Mr. Spock. Except for the dead.
We have read your report on the problems at Rakur and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points.
As I said, you could have actually Flicked gets executed for his crimes. Then when you get back on the Enterprise, his first officer asked what happened. I remember once my brother tried that out and he gave a response saying that Flicked is dead and we're holding a celebration in our mess hall. You want to join? Of course they all start attacking you. My brother was barely able to defeat all 4 Klingon ships, but of course that's not the best way to finish his mission.
A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
That old devil moon.
Message from Starfleet, sir.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Hold on a minute.
The Enterprise will proceed to the Alpha Proxima system, while the indigenous race on Proxima 3 has not reached a technological level commensurate with entering the...
According to the
Oh,
library
shoot.
computer,
Sorry about that.
the Alpha Proxima system has 5 planets and an asteroid belt. A large asteroid is heading towards the inner planets and should pass close by Proxima 3. It passes through the interior of the system once every 200 years. The people of Proxima 3 call it Scythe, the same name as their god of war.
Sorry, I didn't mean to skip that. Basically, there's Proxima 3. The people are basically like in late 20th century technology, so they still are not advanced. And a few hundred years ago, they actually, due to war, they were basically brought back to the Stone Age. And this asteroid's about to pass close to them again, but we are reading transmissions and stuff going towards the planet from the asteroid, and there's no technology on Alpha Proxima that could do that. I'm writing some of this stuff down real quick. And
God of War, Mr. Spock? Isn't that a bit surprising from a people whose technology matches 20th century Earth?
Considering the level of warfare during that century, I'm surprised that it is Earth that did not have a god of war. In any case, about a millennium ago, Proxima 3 suffered a globally devastating war.
I did that real quick. Oh, so basically 1,000 years ago.
Blew themselves back to the Stone Age, Mr. Spock?
Late Bronze Age, Ensign. They rebuilt their world in half the time it had taken to get there originally. But the Armageddon was mythologized as a battle between the Soths and Lucres. In that war, the planet was raised, and all the gods died except Psi. He had rained fury down upon the world, then went off on a long dance of victory. His return is a time for worldwide soul-searching and atonement.
Rain down death on the planet? That must have meant missiles by nuclear. I'm writing down the names because these are kind of important to search on the computer.
And Scythe returns and our monitoring station picks up activity.
It would seem that we should proceed to Alpha Proxima and scan Scythe.
Our orders are to proceed to Alpha Proxima, sir.
Nothing to report at this time, Captain.
Okay, let's look at Proxima.
Alpha Proxima. Star system with 5 planets. Alpha Proxima 3. Proxtre. And Alpha Proxima 4. Gazel are both inhabited worlds.
So let's see what
Proxtre, the 3rd planet in the Alpha Proxima system. This Class M planet is widely habitable except for zones of extreme radioactivity on the southern continent. About 1,000 years ago, the 2 dominant political systems, the Lucres and the Soths, engaged in a nuclear war that resulted in the deaths of 3/4 of the world's population through direct or collateral damage. Proxtre's current civilization is non-spacefaring and does not have contact with the Federation. Gazel, a Class M world in the Alpha Proxima system, Alpha Proxima 4, a member of the Federation and a popular leisure world. Gazel is also a major center for galactic archaeology and has many museums.
That's interesting. I think it's actually very rare. From what scientists believe, it is very rare for the planet to have 2 actually habitable systems, because in order for a planet to be mostly habitable, it needs to have conditions just right, and also need to be right distance from the sun to make it so it won't burn, won't be incredibly hot or cold. But but as scientists will say, in space nothing is impossible, only improbable. But there always could be ways it could change.
Scythe, a large asteroid in an elliptical orbit in the Alpha Proxima system. Spectral analysis of its composition indicates that it has minimal atmosphere and that it was once a moon of the planet Proxtrae, hurled out of its orbit by a catastrophe. The 17th letter of the Lucre alphabet is named Scythe, probably not by coincidence.
Let's take a look at Sophs.
Sophs, one of the two ancient races of Proxtrae. They lived in a highly advanced culture that valued the community ahead of the individual, which put them in conflict with the Lucres. The Sophs used base 4 in their mathematics, and their organization was based on units of 4 to make up sets of 100.
And there's Lucars.
Lucres, one of the two ancient cultures of Proxtrae. See Sophs. The Lucres believed that a man who made the most of his ability was a god. Their individualism put themselves at odds with the communitarianism of the Sophs. The Lucres used base 3. Their organization was based on units of 3, making up sets of 99. The number 99 was known to have religious importance to them.
Okay, let's take a look at base numbers.
Base 4. The mathematical basis for the Sophs culture. There are 4 numbers in base 4. 0, 1, 2, and 3. Thus 4 in base 4 is 1, 0. 7 is 1, 3. 8 is 2, 0. 12 is 3, 0. And 16 is 1, 0, 0.
So get base 3.
Base 3. The mathematical basis for the Lucre culture. There are 3 numbers in base 3. 0, 1, and 2. Thus 3 in base 3 is 1, 0. 4 is 1, 1. 5 is 1, 2. 6 is 2, 0. 9 is 1, 0, 0. 17 is 1, 2, 2. And 99 is 1, 0, 2, 0, 0.
Yeah, base numbers. I learned a little bit of it when I was going to college, but it's kind of hard to understand. Base 2 is hard enough to analyze itself, but base 3 and base 4 are way beyond my comprehension of math. But there's not that many puzzles involving that, so luckily. Now let's go to Alpha Proxima. Let me take a look at the chart here. And it is down here.
We are out of sensor range, Captain. I suggest we orbit the asteroid.
Now, we detected
standard orbit.
There's I think they detected like missile bases and stuff on there. Now it could be easy for the Enterprise to just like vaporize the asteroid, but it's considered a god to the people of the planet, so destroying it will basically be violation of the Prime Directive.
A sensor scan of Scythe reveals surface features consistent with damage left by a nuclear attack. It would seem to have been a target during Proxima's war.
Scythe rained fury down on the planet and then left on a dance of victory. A missile base, Captain?
It would seem to make sense.
Captain, I just monitored a narrow beam message from Scythe to Proxima 3. I don't have it all. I just caught a bit of the initial burst. I'm attempting a translation, but it appears to be a computer code.
Any response from the planet?
The Proxtrites will not have the equipment necessary to understand and reply to that code for another 25.6 years at their present rate of development.
Oh.
Still translating, Captain.
That's not Spock saying that. Okay. I guess Uhura's been doing imitations of the other bridge crew. Anyways, I guess we should beam down and investigate.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Captain, Mr. Scott wishes to speak with you.
Mr. Scott?
Aye, we've had some slight problems with the transporters.
We didn't notice anything beaming down.
Just a glitch in the main transporter program. Mr. Kyle is loading them back up and we're performing tests. The transporters will be down for about an hour.
That will still give us plenty of time, Scotty.
I know. I have the lads in engineering doing a complete overhaul of the ship's systems.
Good, Mr. Scott. I'll keep you posted. Kirk out.
Okay, I'm gonna call it a Let's Play here.
Save new game.
So, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.